Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, another amazing, riveting Propagandacast with me, host Imperial Dane, your lord and master, your hero, your true deliverer of the daily propaganda. Off here to 1 vs 1 on Vilshanka versus in these we've got TwistedTootsy fighting for America, freedom, democracy. The first army division in the west we got Luvnest fighting for the Oberkommando Germany, Deutschland. The second Panzerdivision, the setting is 1944, somewhere around the Hürtgen Forest, actually slightly close to Aachen. Fighting sets about here as Patton tries to, no matter what, force his way to the German border, hijacking as many supplies as he can and actually grabbing them from the Germans. So we got W from side here for TwistedTootsy. No sort of mechanized right away, but that is pretty much what he's known for. He's got bulletins for as well. Bazookas, infantry versus Volkspolizei Sturmpanzer of Luvnest, Germany, Deutschland. Luvnest, the prodigal son. And there we go, we got mechanized company here, immediately almost immediately chosen for TwistedTootsy. We kind of all knew it was coming. Dodge right there, setting up for TwistedTootsy, right immediately popping in there, right into it. Removing the canvas and storing it safely, who knows where. Alongside the fifth guy, of course. Because who knows where the fifth guy is going. Never mind the three other guys of the crew. Like, there's essentially, in this truck, there's 4 men not accounted for. Figure out where they are. Dodge right there, rushing straight to the Volkspolizei, getting some good hits there right away. Up close to the Volkspolizei, so match your chances. They do all the damage to the Dodge truck, meaning, like, A, that most of the shots are not going to penetrate, of course. B, the rifle take absolutely no damage at all. Meaning this is an incredibly one-sided engagement. The Sturmpanzers can deal damage to the Dodge truck, but in this case, Luvnest only went for single Sturmpanzers. Could have gone for double, because, match them up together. They could actually probably, take out the Dodge, but there go these forces where they're killing, filling up with Luvnest for the German army. In the south region, advancing up north. Second squad advancing with more rifle on the way there for TwistedTootsy as he gets about repairing that Dodge truck. Again, where do all those men hide? Like, there's not exactly a lot of room on a truck like that to hide 4 full-grown men. We're talking American full-grown men. In the south here, Volkspolizei versus reactions, shots being fired there, second rifle squad ready here. Sturmpanzers ramping. If you can get a bit closer, they could probably take on rifle at this range. It's a bit harder to say there, since the Sturmpanzers DPS does drop off significantly, even at just medium range. I mean, compared to Panzerdivisions, they have slightly less effective assault rifles. Possibly got them second hand. Academy shoots and wrecks to cover up the Sturmpanzers. My god, you idioten! Shoot correctly! There we go. Second rocket lands, almost takes out the Dodge truck with the rifle in. That would have been amazing. They'd actually end up with a wipe. That would have been quite expensive for TwistedTootsy, securing the center victory on the south. Folks advancing here for the German army. Deutschland. More folks away there for Luvnest and the second Panzerdivision. Sturmpanzer securing here up north. The reaction continuing to grab away. Here's the first armor division's initial motorized forays, encountering stiffening German resistance and fighting. Third full squad almost done, like with them being slowly carted ahead here for Germany. Folks, they need to retreat. Technically a Panzer division, definitely not an access to the academy. Have to rely on anti-tank guns, tank destroyers, or I guess Panzerschrecks. But even then, they were slowly phasing out anti-tank guns. So more like Panzerschrecks and tank destroyers, to help keep pace and all that. But a little fun note there. Anyway, starting northwards, we've got a 5th Cavalry landing mounted on the rear. Sturmpanzers need to retreat. They're about to get cut to ribbons since they're very much isolated on their own there. TwistedTootsy, of course, with the Dodge truck gains local superiority immediately. So there you go, force with the Sturmpanzers, which of course means the rest of the force at the front line. And a bit of a sticky situation. There you go, the Kedner for expecting it, knew it was coming. But the Dodge truck is simply so fast, it just quickly bypassed it. And there we go, we got the 5th Cavalry ready, being mounted. Dodge truck blocking the retreat path. TwistedTootsy, you twisted genius. You madman. Got a truck there on the way for Luvnest, but it's not a Dodge truck, it's a much bigger, schwerer Wehrmacht Schlepper. But there you go, cut off one hit there, sitting on it. So even as he's pursuing like Kedner for Luvnest, is denying TwistedTootsy plenty of precious fuel. Up north, something about it, we got the Russians there defending the victory point, unawares the German army approaches well. One squad of the German army approaches. Take up there for TwistedTootsy, the lieutenant already out here, of course, allowing to put more pressure on the field. Switching out there with the lieutenant. Back here, troops even enforcing. Repairs, we got mechanized stuff. Luvnest going to push into Lux here versus TwistedTootsy to strike back at the Yankees to show them the true power of actual mechanized, at least according to Luvnest. We just released the book, What I Consider Mechanized and What I Do Not Consider Mechanized, a foray by Luvnest into what is mechanized under consideration. Yeah, it's a bit of a, clunky title, but he went for it. He was very insistent in the end. The publisher caved into Luvnest. Like, he just gave up. He was sad about it. Folks coming about. The Sturm Pun is going here for the carve point. Again, the note here, TwistedTootsy yet to grab it. Dart truck, they're being fixed up, and the soft points are being secured as well. Center 60 point, big point, and the grab right from there repulsed by the Vilshanka dealer. Mines up die Schuhmine. Wunderbar there by Luvnest. Wunderbar. Again, we're crewing about there trying to find that dart truck and to fill it with an 88mm rocket. Which in the actual war, if that truck got hit by an 88mm rocket, would be dead. Gone. Alongside the 3 hidden men, though, of course, now one of them is actually on the back of the truck. Like, they let him out from wherever he was hitting. Sturm Punies in each retreat in the face of the Lieutenant. We got Vilshanka Ken from in, of course, trying to set up a defensive front here to stall and thwart here. TwistedTootsy maneuver. There you go. Lieutenant almost taken out by the mine and the combined firepower of the German infantry in the nearby sector. And there you go. Ken shoots spectacularly, misses the rocket, flies past the dart truck, scaring the crew to high heavens. Vilshanka moving about here in the north, more grabbing there. Harassment in the south there by TwistedTootsy. Good play. Vilshanka closing in against the rear echelons. Mine quivers up here. TwistedTootsy obviously worried about mines, having encountered one and almost lost a unit to that. There's being a pulse anti-aircraft technology for TwistedTootsy. Luvnest though with the Lux Aufklärungspanzer. Northern point being grabbed here by Luvnest by the German army, the Deutsche Armee. Incendiary grenade to try and catch him. Propagandacaster pursuing him, going flat, going for the fuel point. Good harassment there by Luvnest. Good aggressive pressure. Of course, TwistedTootsy is giving it his best. Of course, he'll soon be giving it even better there with the half track. And there you go. We got step on it. Going straight to the Propagandacaster, punishing Luvnest. Overreaching there like Kevin again, good aggressive play. But now, of course, we got the Panzerfaust ready, except he's pretty much ended up in a Hollywood situation, which is apparently he's got no like Nerfers. My God, Jürgen, didn't you watch that American movie? They can't afford not to have Panzerfaust about, you idiot. Sturm Pun was arriving up here close and ugly. Almost got the dart truck there. Might he finally be able to put an end to this motorized menace? This wheeled warrior has got someone stuck on it. God damn it. Got someone stuck on the car again. Ugh. I hate when that happens. Used to get it all the time back in the States. The what? I hate raccoons. Yeah, totally. Dodge half down and the Fulton's loose moving in, engaging head on the class. A bit careful. Half take does have a chance of taking that. Plus, of course, he did lose like Ken for TwistedTootsy, so he has to be a bit more careful with the looks. And you've had following up for Luvnest to contain the American infantry, but so far Luvnest got control of the map. He's digging in here and there. More mines could be helpful. No doctrine yet here for Luvnest for the German army. TwistedTootsy got that dart truck fixed up again. After good to go there for TwistedTootsy. And all backed up with a kidding effort sets up for a nasty, potent combo which the Lux will struggle with. After going straight for the Lux, Lux needs to be careful, there we go. Firing here and there, like Kevin lands a good hit. Luvnest a bit incautious with the Lux, is swiftly punished there by TwistedTootsy. Not a full loss, but even then, his Lux will be a bit out of commission there. TwistedTootsy heading hard north, full motorized to support there. He's likely going to try and aim for a wipe here. Of course, note this has been wired off. Luvnest wasn't paying attention, so he's pretty much just aiming to wipe here, but just setting up everything on the exit and what he can there. Forcing retreat, of course, in this case, Luvnest really too late, possibly not realize what's going on, and highlight the wipe here. Nasty traps over there by TwistedTootsy from the Bart Wine, of course, punishing it with motorization. Well played there by TwistedTootsy, well played. Unfortunate for Luvnest. Of course, is now short on quite a few units there. TwistedTootsy's forces are growing much larger, much more aggressively, and much more rapidly. And the south sandbags up, their few soldiers up there for Luvnest. Lux is still being fixed up. They're taking a bit of while here, and the centre force are going to fire from the half tracks, and of course the Dodge truck. They cover further crumbling, and they will have to retreat. They're just now basically just absorbing bullets. They're not really achieving anything else. They're just bullet sponges for Germany, which is not really a desirable title to have. Oh, mine went off. Almost got the half track. The Kedmeth opens up and misses with the first shot. Another miss to the Kedmeth. Another whiff. He's going to go for it. He's going to go for it. Of course, trying to take a path here to ensure he doesn't get caught up in any anti-tank rifle or anything like that. But there you go. He gets the half track. Great work there by Luvnest. Mine pays off. Nice little comeback here, I think, here versus TwistedTootsy, despite some of the other losses. Getting that half track like that is big for Luvnest. Big. That is a lot of resources, fuel, manpower gone, and of course potential gone. Since the American anti-aircraft is a really just big unit in terms of what it can do. There's a really good work there by Luvnest. Good mining. Mines win wars, as they say, and I should know because I say it too, which makes it true. Because I only speak the truth. Hence the title Propagandacast, Master Propaganda. It means I speak only the truth. Only the truth. Anyone saying otherwise is a liar. Forces are supported by Luke going for the center here in the south. Dark Truck going for the Forces again here. Rifle Lieutenant going all in. And of course, the Lieutenant in the Dark Truck. Really nasty again. He's got Thompson, BAR, plus the other rifle and the 50 caliber there. Just so much firepower in one little car. There you go. McKenna comes up. Machine. Oh, gets the Forces out of there just the nick of time. Really lucky there for Luvnest. Luke's almost down. Less lucky. And then go Heinz there with a Panzerfaust. Gets off a decent hit. Could get the Dark Truck finally. Oh, no. Oh, he gets it. He gets it. Crashes into a very soft stack of hay. No. Got the half track out here for TwistedTootsy for freedom, democracy. Bazookas, most likely. I mean, this is knowing TwistedTootsy. Bazooka bus inbound. Ding ding, bazooka bus here. Destination Krauttown. Population kaboom. I don't think that's how populations work, Sarge. Shut up. I'm driving. I get to call it. 50 calibers, the MG-54. Oh dear, really bold to move up TwistedTootsy right up close because the MG-54 setting up. The 50 caliber just gets so many free shots up in a point blank. I mean, even now it's suppressed. The promise the 50 caliber. I just don't know. Well, maybe not, maybe not. I mean, again, it's out in the open, but now it looks like here. Oh, we got insane outfits around here trying to stop the advancing rifleman. This is a bit of a weird situation. Not entirely sure to evaluate who's going to win this. But it seems really risky to be honest there by Luvnest. But it seems to be actually working. Actually gets the 50 caliber with it. Madness. Fox moving from the north here, flanking the rifleman. Looks willing to support, meaning he would actually steal the 50 caliber and turn it against TwistedTootsy. Far up north, though, Luvnest extends a bit too far again. Needs to be careful because TwistedTootsy is showing himself more than able and apt and just punishing Luvnest if he just sends a unit off in his own. There you go, 50 caliber nabbed. Shumin is going down there in the middle of the bloody road. Ambulance away for TwistedTootsy rifle advancing straight to Luke's line of fire. Assault rifle wielding full guns nearby ready as well to fight, covering unterstützung. And there you go, bazooka bus. Goes for it rapidly like a predator with bazookas because predators have bazookas. There we go. Gets the Luke's a staggering blow there to Luvnest, and there's not a lot I can do except hope it hits a mine or something. Otherwise, there's just so much firepower in one unit and so much speed. That is definitely hurtful there for Luvnest. Definitely hurtful. Of course, with this, I would say the bazooka bus has already paid itself off nicely. So great work there. Great work. Grabbing the southern point up north point's being secured as well here. Proceeding reinforcing. After Skull's going to need some repairs. Troops healing, reinforcing, getting all this stuff done here. Luvnest going for mechanized battle group headquarters. Going to go for the Schwer Panzer quarters next. Instead of no attempt to stalling for the command Panther, probably realizing here in this situation it might actually be a slightly bad idea. So this could actually give TwistedTootsy sufficient time to get back onto the field if he tries to stall for a command Panther. But who knows, he could still do it. Rather than strength of the 50th up here, the Mardus just laying down the heavy fire against the Americans. Mein Gott, Fritz, this Maschinengewehr, it packs a punch. Yeah, you can see the fingers fly off. After that goes in, this time they're not bazooka bus, just the regular, lots of firepower to murder infantry with bus. And there you go, 50 cal punch again. Luvnest there, likes to play aggressively, likes to insert units here and there, but TwistedTootsy with the half track is expertly positioned to just punish it. And of course, this is part again of why having a half track and all that can be good. It can sort of allow you to quickly gain local superiority, overwhelming firepower, and you have a chance of wiping a unit like that. So great play by Luvnest, but also great punishment by TwistedTootsy. Graham the southern points, 5th cover there covering up once more for TwistedTootsy. Luvnest yet to go for doctrine. Spare punch balls up here to defend the nearby area. Interesting enough not sitting up here, but at the same time, if you sort of consider the flow of the battle, I mean, TwistedTootsy hasn't really threatened this area, so I guess it makes more sense there. Plus, I mean, he doesn't want to make this an obvious target either, so there's also, I think, a second consideration there, which is it's covering something, but at the same time, it's not, you know, an obvious target for TwistedTootsy either, in a sense. Like, it's not straight up in his face. More mines down, got the half-tech Panther Faust, virtually free there. Feels like almost taking out like Kednev, getting it back here, but it gets away. In the south of push here, once more they're extending. Luvnest needs to be careful again. It's the association with TwistedTootsy can punish, though, with a half-tech damage. Not right away. No take up yet here for TwistedTootsy further on. Focus suppressed, we've got more mines on here. Luvnest really doing a great job there with the mining with the Shumine. I think TwistedTootsy might have mined a bit, but I'm not sure where. By the way, getting mined down from would be great. There we go. Spare punch squad revealed. Right as the reassurance found themselves under fire from it, losing half the squad. There you go, half to going out. No mines, I think, in the area, so not much to go up the troops here. I'm not entirely sure how safe it is to fire a flamethrower from a fast-moving half-track. It might be a bit hazardous. Still having good chance of getting the Sturm Pioneers. The fire burst is on fire. There you go, Sturm Pioneers wiped. 8 kills, 5 kills. I mean, really, just half-tracks are pretty good if you know how to use them, particularly if they get, you know, basically what amounts to blitzkrieg. Panther on the way for Luvnest again, realizing he needs something now. Like, the situation is deteriorating way too fast here for Luvnest's comfort, so. And he's going to have to try it. Of course, the problem is the bazooka bus could theoretically, you know, give the Panther 4 some trouble. Few upon there being hit. Half-tech falling back. Sonya's close to being dead. He might also consider some elite infantry, some orbals down here. I think could do Luvnest really great versus TwistedTootsy. Panther 4 halfway done. Less than 200 points left for TwistedTootsy. Luvnest, of course, with a lot more. But on the other hand, he suffered a lot more compared to TwistedTootsy. I mean, right now, he's almost got half the force there of TwistedTootsy just in terms of population. So, he's in a bit of a rough spot. And we got some Kednev action. Yeah, they have to retreat. Bazooka Buster receiving neat repairs because it looks like it's getting ready for it again. Also seems like someone just decided to steal a broken cart. Fun fact, the M3 half-techs were known as gypsy caravans because the crews were known for just looting everything and just sticking to the sides of the half-track. Panther 4 setting out here though for Luvnest. Pinmark machine on the way, still no doctor though. Rather than running straight in front of the Panther 4, direct hit, not a lot of damage. Up north there, we got troops pushed back from the machine and set up nicely in the church. Delivering a nice Teutonic sermon on the virtues of being German. Which involves firing a lot of bullets for some reason. Panther 4 moving up here, flanking in behind the machine gun there, fully being suppressed by the 5th Cav. We got a soldier unit nearby, they can't really do a lot. Grab the centre victory point here. Take, I believe, going on for TwistedTootsy. There's been a huge fuel drop. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. 5th Cav being pushed out by the Panther 4. Pin up machine gun and whole machine gun, everything just firing at it. Almost got in there. Go. The bazooka bus is coming. The bazooka bus is coming. Ding, ding. Panther 4 needs to get out. There you go. Getting flanked. There you go. A Kevin Johnny's one that blocks up the retreat path of the Panther 4. Taking it out there. Good God. That Panther 4 barely did anything, and the bazooka bus just shredded it. Alongside like Kednev, I mean, like Kednev got 2 hits on the Panther 4, which is pretty much just half of, in which case the bazookas will do the rest of the job. Luvnest, of course, definitely needs to take the bazooka bus much more seriously. 11 kills by on that bazooka bus. 11 kills. Almost got it. The Kednev there wiped out, but the situation is looking pretty horrid for Luvnest. On this brand new Panzer 4. Oh, he's sitting back like Kednev, which is something, but that half-track, that is an outstanding half-track play there from TwistedTootsy. Machine on north of being with the rifle, try to hit the northern victory point. Back here, troops milling about, their half-track pulling back. Engine blazing ever so uncomfortably for the crew. Or the driver specifically. Salvaging the looks, a good decision, except he gets disrupted in the process by TwistedTootsy ever so rudely. Troops being suppressed. There you go. We got orbs for Luvnest, something to sort of hit TwistedTooty's infantry with. No, of course, he's not gone for a single BAR. Meaning orbs with a light machine gun are going to be quite effective here versus TwistedTooty's infantry. Of course, there's still the half tank and the 50 caliber to be wary of, but it can sort of avoid those, at least keep the Oberson covered. It should be doable. He could consider his Spec Ops just to go for assault rifles. Or he could go in for Luftwaffe and go for Fallschirmjäger. You could even go for flak emplacement. Like, theoretically, a layer of flak emplacements could maybe catch the bazooka bus and shoot it to bits. Maybe? I don't know, it's basically theoretical. All academic. And once more, there we go. Bazooka bus no more, it's the fire bus. The hell bus. Ken Rolandi go, there we go, he finally gets it. He finally gets it. It goes up. Half the assault engineers also gone as well. A significant blow there to TwistedTootsy. Significant relief for Luvnest, I imagine. Like itching a really hard to reach spot. He just, ooh, feels good. Except for the guys who got killed, which usually does not happen if you actually itch a sort of hard to reach spot. And if it does, you got problems. Here in the centre victor point with the Fultons up north, 5 Kedner moving ahead. We got the 50 coming in there, plus another 50 copy for TwistedTootsy. We got double 50 copies versus Luvnest, 1 MG34. And there you go, hitting the fuel point again. Consistent fuel harassment for Luvnest to try and slow down TwistedTootsy. Comparatively, TwistedTootsy has not been able to harass Luvnest nearly as much. Could actually result in a situation where Luvnest actually gets out another Panzer IV before TwistedTootsy got 1 tank out, in which case that's actually really good considering the tanks are actually more expensive to get for the Germans. Well, of course, I mean, TwistedTootsy did go for 2 light vehicles, but Luvnest did go for a light tank, which isn't exactly cheap either, plus the Battle Group headquarters. So in this regard, I'd say Luvnest has been able to execute some really good fuel harassment here versus TwistedTootsy, and that does deserve commenting, because again, that's actually a really important skill, which I feel tend to get overlooked a bit. Machine gun repulse up north, as he tries to sneak up there, but sadly, TwistedTootsy saw through him. Back here, healing reinforcement. Orbital Guard now getting that first aid they need. Plus, they got a light machine gun. So, still not entirely sure what Luvnest goes for. I mean, Spec Ops or Luftwaffe makes most sense. Overwatch is, yeah. At this stage, part would say Luftwaffe ground force. Valiant Assault could boost his troops. Fallschirmjäger could be another way of getting the infantry on the cheap. But there you go. Lots of reactions with the Orbital with light machine guns. Rockets flying, and they just don't quite hit. But there you go. TwistedTootsy final round, and there you go, Panzer IV plus an E8, but in this case again, Luvnest has had 2 Panzer IV, of course, his Panzer IV went down very fast. I mean, really, you cannot underestimate A, when you lose your Kedwev to your opponent, but also just being the bazooka bus. And of course, just created a perfect storm, when he then used the, again, half-track to block off the escape path of the Panzer IV. The cheeky bastard. Soldiers moving up, McKenna recruiting back a bit there. Panzer IV on the way for Luvnest. Up north, we've got forces advancing here for the German army. To the centre, the MG-34 and the Oberson hanging back here, grabbing points. And there you go, got an M4A376 out here for TwistedTootsy. With, well, a 76mm tank gun. Grabbing the point here, Oberson moving ahead, close to Veteran 2-1. Panzer IV sitting out there for Luvnest. I mean, in this sort of situation, the German tank has a few advantages due to having better rate of fire and penetration, whereas the Panzer IV does perform, I think, better to an infantry to a degree. Plus, I mean, this one also just has self-repairs. I do think at this stage, Luvnest might want to consider going for a Panther, or Yak Panther. That had a better chance versus the 76mm Shermans, but that'd just be my thoughts on it. Rifle moving ahead here, some depleted, wounded. Shattered from the front against the German machine gun, opening up, closing in Veteran 3. And back into the German hands with that 50 caliber. That's the second time he's gotten that one back. Actually, that's the one he hasn't gotten the first one back. But he got himself another one, I guess, which is fine. Heavy damage to the Panzer IV again. Got too close to the rifle, plus of course the 76mm Sherman. Again, higher rate of fire, higher penetration means the 76mm Sherman essentially has the advantage, and it actually costs less than the Panzer IV, but not by a lot. I mean, it costs 5 fuel less, but you do get a surprising lot of value compared to the Wehrmacht Panzer IV for just that 5 fuel less, which is certainly worth, I think, pointing out. 5th car, they're cleared out already for Luvnest. He's not having a lot of luck with those. Got the force with the Lieutenant. The Lieutenant in this case is not doing too well, being cut to ribbons here by the German Volksgrenadier with their Sturmgewehrs, landing with lethal precision. Got the Sherman about like Kevin has spotted. Not much because there's a mines about here. More mines I think is going to be great for Luvnest. Just try and catch up TwistedTootsy's rapid and aggressive vehicle tactics. So is Luvnest going to go for another Panther? What will he transfer for the Panther, or what will a Luvnest do? Will it involve a doctrine? Keep watching and find out. It's a bit of skirmishing in the south. We got TwistedTootsy strong south, up north skirmishing. Blah. And we got a bit of a standoff here in the centre. We've both got a machine gun covering, but with Luvnest having the victory point, he's not exciting a lot of, rush there. Plus he's got the victory point leader with TwistedTootsy still 130 versus 413. Tank good to go here for TwistedTootsy. Grabbing the northern point, sandbagging in, but that's going to be stopped here by the Sherman. Also joining in against that sort you see. No smoke screen from the Sherman. Could have been helpful here, covering up here. But TwistedTootsy did not seem to quite catch any smoke. Bazooka team's moving up, but they're stopped easily by the machine gun as well. All of a sudden, oh, they need to get out of the inner bad spot. There's a tank negative covers, usually the last spot I want to be. Okay, my spot being pushed back here, but ultimately though, fighting continues around this end now. All of a sudden, things are heating up there, but Luvnest shot the north of Kedma Fulcher there, flanking the Sherman. Good move there. In the south though, TwistedTootsy's making good progress against Luvnest in return. Whew, this is quite a tense fight. Back here, healing enforcement once more for Luvnest, getting slowly closer to the fuel required for another tank. But the problem is now TwistedTooty's got better map control. He's going much faster. That means that the time Luvnest gets out another Panzer IV. TwistedTootsy kept 276mm gems out at the same time. So part of me increasingly does think like a Panther might be the better choice here for Luvnest, even if it is not necessarily as effective as the Infinite. Oh goodness, he lost units up the church, collapsed, crushed. Not touched with the Sturmpanies or what it was. Just a focus in the squad. I think the Sturmpanies have got a wipe then. I'll wait, bit of loss there for Luvnest. We could see another wipe here. That's going to be real catastrophic for the Luvnest if that happens. Sherman is going for it. Veteran 2 by the way. And oh, gets another wipe there. 2 losses for Luvnest in a short amount of time there. Not good. TwistedTootsy once more just carves out a huge chunk of Luvnest. Like an overzealous butcher who's suddenly found himself in the surgery room and he's not entirely sure what to do but just keeps cutting. Another Sherman on the way there for TwistedTootsy. Just moving back for healing reinforcement. No BARs up here for TwistedTootsy. In fact, he's flooding a ton of munitions. He could be laying down mines actually. Or just upgrading his rifle really. Back here healing reinforcement. More Sturmpanzer on there for Luvnest. Close to another Panther IV though again. Panther could be the idea here. As it does fight more favorably with the 76mm Sherman, suits having A, higher armor, penetration and better range. Plus even I think slightly minimally higher rate of fire as well. Not by a lot. Plus there's more health, which also means it gets some more hits. Also, of course, it might just feels like if TwistedTootsy goes for another bazooka blast, it's not going to matter much if it's a Panther or Panther IV because he's just going to get swarmed anyways with anti-tank fire. So that could be a consideration there for TwistedTootsy, but it's a bit hard to say, without being able to read his mind. My apologies once more. Steam overlay, there's Steam friends list messes up. I've been backed up here with the Sherman, number 2. Digging around the centre, we've got more mines up here for Luvnest. Very good, very good. I mean, if we can catch up any of these armored vehicles as they rush in, that's going to be huge for Luvnest. Absolutely huge. Wahnsinn. Machine gun moving up here, the 50 caliber. They are doing a bit here to, I think, slow down TwistedTootsy attacks at the time. Sherman tank from the north. But he is still lacking armoured firepower there, and he's going for another Panzer. His opponent's got 276mm Shermans. Luvnest is so focused on the Panzer IVs. I'm not entirely sure if A, he's lost it, or B, he's just got bolts that big. Guess we find out. Almost going to return in the centre, but looks like the lieutenant wants more lift to see another day, or at least, his squad does. Machine these cavalry like Ken moving up there. Veteran T2 slowly approaching Veteran T3, I imagine. There we go. 3rd Panzer IV done for Luvnest. So many Panzer IVs. Luvnest still without a doctrine. Pinned down here, the machine gun just keeps hammering away. They're closing in on Veteran T5 and the hero level. Pin machine on the way there for Luvnest Panzer IV. And we got Spec of Luvnest finally. Might be for the radio silence and the infiltration tactics, also maybe overslung with for assault rifles. I don't think the command Panther is going to be an immediate choice here. Surely that takes it from the Academy. Good rather than getting blasted with the Panther 4. We got full flank in with assault rifles slowly enveloping here, TwistedTootsy's position, and increase the chance of maybe getting a wipe here. But there you go, double Shermans in the Panther 4. We could see another Panther 4 down. Mine goes off here. Panther 4 down. Almost gets the Sherman. Oh, he gets it. He gets one Sherman. It's still not, exactly a good trade-off, since technically the Sherman is still cheaper than the Panther 4, but it's better than actually just losing the, Panzer IV without even getting one of the Shermans. But Luvnest tank preservation is certainly having a very hard time here. He's losing a lot of tanks. There's certainly, I think, the time for an inquiry there. And one German Tiger commander, for example, in Italy actually got sacked because he lost too many Tiger tanks. Major slowly approaching veterans defeat.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Nice overlapping fields of fire from machine guns pretty much sets up a wide frontage where TwistedTootsy infantry cannot pass. Like a wall of lead. More Academy efforts for Luvnest, of course, he realizes he's going to need more of those because his tanks so far do not last very long. Again, a part of me really thinks he'd benefit from Panther's better range. Again, will allow him to keep safer, plus better armor and health, but also make it harder for this TwistedTootsy to rush them. But of course, again, less effective as an infantry, and it could very well be that, which is what Luvnest is emphasizing. But he could just go for more orbital and then to pick up the pace. He also has got a lot of missiles loading, he should begin mining up more. But really, TwistedTootsy needs to mine. I mean, he's got 400 munitions, yet not really a lot happening there with it. Troops being shredded here by the 5th Cav up close. Veteran 2 machine gun there gains Veteran 5. The Academy crew wiped out. It's going to destroy it. 100 points left for TwistedTootsy despite Luvnest all other casualties. He has a high victory point lead, which of course is probably due to all these casualties he suffered to TwistedTootsy. And of course the question of course is, can he balance this correctly, because if he makes a mistake there, he's going to get completely snowballed without being able to really win the fight. So this is to an extent also a bit risky what Luvnest is doing, but Luvnest clearly loves risk. This can also be seen in Luvnest's previous book, I Love Risk, and here's why I love it. It went on to sell pretty well in the Austrian markets for some reason. Up north, the troops being suppressed by the 5th Caliber, veteran 3, 13 kills for America. Sturmpionier are setting out. Got soldiers not far from the Sturmpionier and the Volksgrenadiers. Shots blazing past them and possibly through them. Another strong with TwistedTootsy. I mean, again, Luvnest is just trying to play catch with his tanks, and he's not having an easy time of it. Got the bazooka teams ring about. All mine being attempted at Kevin turning about. He's down to just one, but there you go. Panther fast off, jump down to half health. He might find a bit to get this ace jump, but again, no. At veteran 3, and of course with the ace level, this tank has a very high rate of fire on top of everything else. And they almost got it. He needs to Panther fast it to finish it, but the problem is they're all on cooldown. Bazooka's flying all over the place here. Almost got the Sherman up north, fighting going on. They're almost on the push back here by a massive wave of infantry for TwistedTootsy. And there you go, France with the Panther fast. Ooh, forces and abandoned, and he's going to try and run for it. But we got the bazooka team bring up. There we go. Takes out the tank. Nice work there by TwistedTootsy. Another damage taken as another mine goes off. Can Luvnest finish it off? Doesn't look like it, but still, the more he can stall and damage TwistedTootsy's tanks, the better. .43 versus 353 there. Luvnest maintains a mighty advantage over TwistedTootsy in victory points as he just tries to gain back as much as possible. And Luvnest just goes for another Panther 4. I really do wonder if there's an actual logic to it, because he keeps losing them so fast. I mean, again, I could imagine he might be figuring he's going to lose the Panthers just as fast, in which case he might as well pay less for the honour. Also a bit risky for TwistedTootsy to repair that close to the front line. In theory, he could get brushed by anything. He's going to have his crew cut down, in which case that's a free tank for Luvnest, and I imagine Luvnest would very much love a free tank. Believe it or not. Additional strength to the Volksgrid taking heavy damage here, 29 kills for the fatherland. And Germany up north, victory point being hit again by the Orbital. In this case, we've got a machine gun about there. He could consider popping a blend cover right about here to actually smug up, not get shot at. But seems like Luvnest either doesn't care, that's for God he isn't paying attention. 4th Panzer IV there for Luvnest. Tank good to go again once more for TwistedTootsy. And he damn well manages it with the orbital dart, and there you go, retreats. Keeps up the bleed on TwistedTootsy. 38 points left. The Wehrmacht knows no mercy, no respite. Another pin rushing over for the Panzer IV. Needs to be more careful here. Rather than takes a nasty hit, we got the Pulsar flank in here. Lots of assault rifles. And there you go. Artillery called in, but TwistedTootsy to cover up the advantage. We got the Shem rolling in here. Another kid from the for Luvnest. Close to getting a wipe here, but sadly he's also close to getting wiped himself by Kidman setting up here. And we got another half tank away that looks like TwistedTootsy is going to go for another bazooka bus. Oh goodness. Luvnest is in for another rough ride. Sherman falling back here. Bazooka bus waiting for the passengers to arrive. Also, in case you need someone to crew, but I guess you could use the Major for that. I imagine the Major isn't too pleased with that. I'm a goddamn Major, not some bus driver. It's not what I signed up in the army for. Oh God. Mother said it would end up like this. I kept setting up in the Sherman. Good hit, good hit. Obviously closing in the ace status of the hero status. In the south we got their soldiers moving up here, veteran few 12 kills for the second moving up here. So we've got double flamethrower teams up for TwistedTootsy, ready to make a flamethrower full bust there. Bazooka bus swarms in, going for the Panther 4 re-exposed. Oh dear, Panther 4 down to less than half health. Oh, actually just half health. And the Bazooka bus gets away, but he gets the Shaman on the other hand. That's a pretty decent trade-off for Luvnest, actually. Guess TwistedTootsy had too much to manage there, and Luvnest was able to punish him for it. Hiccups, my apologies. No one. My apologies again.
Enemy forces have 300 points.
Panther 4 sets a hit, they're closing in veterans who won. A soldier there pinned down to the ground like insects, desperately hugging to cover, praying for sweet relief from God. But none comes. Just German shouting and bullets. Half-take goes for it again. Goes for it again, the bazooka bus, and he hasn't fixed up the Panther 4 either. Oh, 9. Damn it, engine. Bazooka bus swings away. The driver is... I don't know what the driver's doing, but he can't be healthy. Big swing here through the centre again. He focuses all attention on the half track, which basically acts as just a really big beat stick. It also acts as basically as a lure, so it draws all of Luvnest's attention, even as he just swings in there, allowing him to make a push for the centre. He's down to 11 points, though. I mean, TwistedTootsy in many ways got an advantage, but there are other ways he's actually hanging in a bit of a balance there. So there you go, bazooka bus. And there you go, hero level orbital done. Veteran 5. Grenade is so off to flush the Americans out of the cover. Gets a bit of damage done there, but no serious kills. Orbital on hand is the one doing the serious killing. There we go. And now some serious retreating in the face of some seriously large amount of Americans. Mines being laid down here, finally getting about some mines here. Very good, he needs to do that. I mean, he's barely got any victory points left, so he can't really afford the Luvnest of any points just rushes any of the victory points. So he needs mines, he needs a lot of mines. Back here, troops healing reinforcing there for Luvnest. TwistedTootsy probably needs more tanks. Also, you should consider, I think, finding positions. That would be actually a really good investment to make it hard for Luvnest just to reach in these victory points. Even if it does seem a bit at odds with the whole mechanized infantry strategy that TwistedTootsy's got going, in particular with the bazooka bus. Finding position and bazooka buses do not necessarily gel very well. at least sort of on a creative level. But there you go, Orbital Force moving in here. Big push, we got machine gun ready. We got a lot of angry Americans. The Orbital on there take most of the shots. The Kevin pushes back the bazooka bus. Panzer 4 good to go. Luvnest could actually soon go for 2 Panzer 4s, in which case they actually have the armoured advantage. In which case he might also have a chance to actually deal with the bazooka bus.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
There you go, bazooka bus good to go again. Now the Panzer 4 on the Luvnest, they're going to need to pull the first one back. Need to pull it back. The Kevin setting up here. Eventually 2. Oh! Machine gun firing away, no into any RPGs rounds. Mine there, but TwistedTootsy, but Kevin ready to go hit. Oh! No, he was close to the ridge of the bazooka bus. No, the bazooka bus is too fast. It's too fast! Straight into the spare punted quarters. Barely avoids it. He's gotten to any RPGs rounds, but it's too late. And he just quickly swoops away. Good God. Things are suddenly getting, well, staying intense. There you go, the Panzer 4 hits the mine. It hits the mine. Oh, good thing the bazooka bus is not operable. Or was he just, rushing down? Damn lucky there for Luvnest. And there you go, we got radio silence. Alright, remember, if anyone tries to say anything, just go shh. Poking up, got the Orbital on there. 32 kills, trying to flank about, but sort of hit with the 5th cavalry. Also got the soldiers coming up the flank, very good. Panda 4, number 2, good to like Kevin there again. Go for the hard swing for the south. Strength to machine guns, there you go. Panther 4's good to go off, and there you go. Fritz is on it, but oh! Good hit, there's Salter after for a bit. Another tank on the way there for TwistedTootsy. Panther 4 the firing way, all one needs to get some repairs up though. Is it actually getting repaired? Yes, indeed, it is. You might want to consider some repair ponies, and his mechanized reddening does help with the repairs, actually. Right, and they actually bunched up very close in front of the Panther 4. Really bad move here, but honestly, by TwistedTootsy, might be too much going on here, and he's just not realizing it. Orbs on there being suppressed. Panther 4 don't deal with the 50 gun machine, which is doing the suppression. And we got the Arcade if they exposed. Could grab it back and turn against TwistedTootsy once more. Except he's now getting suppressed and shot, taking losses there. There you go, tank moving in, mine goes off, it's almost wiped out by the mine. And there you go, tank goes, shoots, bounces off the Panther 4's armor. Other Panther 4 needs to go into the flank here, and there you go, bazooka bus is inbound. Oh, no mines covering the flank here. Could lose a Panther 4, there you go, the Panther 4 moving in, main gun out, almost got the bazooka bus, Sherman falling back. Second Panther 4 falling down, there you go, close ready to shoot the Panther 4. TwistedTootsy goes for another round with the bazooka bus, at least, volley there. Two suppressed tries to try to get closer. This is some intense stuff, and now both of Luvnest's tanks are in a dire state. He's got TwistedTootsy down to 11 points. He's got 221 still left, but his forces are looking a bit worse for wear, though he technically has a slightly larger one in terms of, population. So he's got some sort of advantage, but he's up against the Americans doing one mistake, could quickly doom him, in particular when two of his tanks are essentially not combat worthy against the bazooka bus. Need to fix up those two Panzer 4s. And there you go, the bazooka bus is once more operational. Another Sherman there for TwistedTootsy. Strangely Kedner for the veteran feeling that one, very good. That 5th cub is definitely a problem here. If he had some artillery, just could pull off a good armoured flank, would probably clear that swiftly. Though, of course, a good armoured flank is a bit tricky with the bazooka bus and all those tanks. All of those for Damson Shermans. We do have the repair ponies to help in the Sturm ponies, I think. Wait, where are they? Oh, they're there. They're just hidden between the side skirts. Half-track swoops away like greased lightning with a bit of methamphetamines on top. As you can, the south is about to get steamrolled by the tanks. Panther 4, they're close to moving about. Sigmund also good to go almost. Need to cover the Panther 4's mine being attempted here. Sherman shot. Oh! Panther 4 shot the bouncer. Sherman gets penetrating, got better 2 than the Panther 4, increasing accuracy, making much more for those infantry. Good hit down the Panther 4 machine gun firing range, suppressing the nearby assault units. Panther 4's moving in. Bazooka bus goes for like Kevin for no needs. Oh, they're pointing in the wrong direction. Finally get the bazooka blast. Almost got it. Crews, they're taking heavy losses, heavy damage. Mines it off there in the assault unit. Tank flanking in from the north. Need to pull back the Panther. Blitzkrieg away here. Can he save it? Oh, bounces. Lucky for Luvnest. Shem goes for the Panther. Shot bounces again. Pretty lucky stuff there for Luvnest. Up north, there's far flank attempting to get past, but if he's not paying attention, he might have to stop with the machine gun. Still, not a bad move at all. And now rushing the centre victory point here, his attention is focusing elsewhere. Luvnest realising the situation, using his numbers that way to play around. Very good here. And there you go, grenade assault. Oh! And he gets the 50 caliber. He gets it. The victory point is open. And he could grab that machine. But there you go, bazooka bus. One more fixed up. The crew rushes in again. Right past the scrap Panther. Portugal loses less than Medicine Panther 4. Oh! Better 2 gain the Panther 4, and then it goes down. Bazooka bus though escapes to live another day. We go 50 caliber grab victory point. Not, but he's grabbing the centre victory point at least. 171 versus the 11. Whew. Got the orbs on the rifleman, tearing them apart. Got the Panther 4 joining. You can see the last remaining rifle squad boy here for TwistedTootsy to die out. Mine goes off, then the orbs are loading. Bazooka buzz. Goes for it again. This time I got the Kevin Van der Panther ready here. Possibly no. The bazooka bus is already too far away there. I think he's just fast. They push the centre victory point. We got machine gun. They're covering up here. Luvnest bringing up another one. Very good. Very good. Now he actually has 3. 2 MG-34s, 150 caliber here. Grab the southern victory point. Infantry machine guns like Kevin. These all on watch. But he's losing control of the centre here. 10 points left though here for TwistedTootsy versus Luvnest. 10 points, 9 points. Kevin pointing in the wrong direction again. It's just so fast. It is just so ridiculous fast. He gets the Sherman. He gets the Sherman. Bazooka bus takes it here from the Kedden effort, which gains veteran D4, and he gets the bazooka bus. He gets it, finally. And with this, TwistedTootsy's morale is broken. With the distraction of his second bazooka bus and his tank and his Luvnest resistance, it just stiffens. It's over. The first armed division falls back in the face of a stalwart defense for the 2nd Panzer Division. An absolutely crazy fight with a lot of crazy things. Some extremely aggressive play, the harassment from Luvnest, but I think definitely allowed him to, get out 2 tanks before his opponent got on. But the problem was just he struggled to keep his Panther force alive, which caused him short trips to get back. But in the end, Luvnest just played better. There was a really close and hard-fought battle here between these two very veteran, but also, say, very different players. So, absolutely amazing match. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it. If you wish to send in a replay, links are in the video description there, or email address in the video description. And if you wish to support the Propagandacast, you can pledge on Patreon or donate via PayPal. There's links also in the video description for that. Any donations that can be afforded are most appreciated. This is Imperial Links. Cheers. Thank you all for watching. Hope to see you all tomorrow for another Sunday episode. Bye.